Hey, it goes 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now, here we go. Hey, so look, y'all, PlayStation is doing a lot of really cool things right now, and we definitely need to have that conversation. Hey, yay, what's up, Pegasus Nation? How is everybody doing? Hope y'all having a wonderful time. And you're getting plenty of gaming in. I know with the pressures of life and as we get older and all these different things, that many things start to compete for our gaming time. And sometimes, you know, life and other things are more important and you just have to prioritize getting these other things done. However, I hope that you guys are finding creative ways to keep it gaming. I know how difficult it can be, but there is a way. There is always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Especially when you're surrounded by greatness, you will find a way to get that gaming time in. So I hope everyone is being creative and able to keep it gaming. All right, so we definitely need to talk about something that's going on right now in the Pegasus Nation, in the world of PlayStation gaming, and that is Sony PlayStation is offering game trials, and this is a really big deal. Game trials is this new feature that they are adding, and to be clear, this is a feature of the PlayStation Store. This is not a feature of any particular game. It is a feature that is intended to be part of the PlayStation Store. So let me explain what it is first. So what it is you get limited time to play a game. Now, right now, those 2 games that you can play are Death Stranding Director's Cut and Sackboy: A Big Adventure. And you get 5 hours to play Sackboy to your heart's content, and you get 6 hours to play Death Stranding Director's Cut. People had questions. There were actually quite a few questions out there, and I'm going to cover those questions in this video. The 3 questions that we're going to cover is 1, is it like demos from the olden days? The second question, is it like the early access for EA Play? And then the other thing we're going to answer is it like the free-to-play weekends? All right, so let me first do a better job of explaining what it is. Game trials are a PlayStation 5 specific feature that allows you to access a game, the full version of a game, and you get to play that game for a set amount of time that they have come up with, and you can play it whenever you want, and you can play it from now until the end of the month. Right now, you can access 2 games. The first one is Death Stranding Director's Cut, which you can play for 6 hours for free. And the second one is Sackboy: Big Adventure, and you can access that game for 5 hours. But there's more, because the developers reached out to me, and let me tell y'all this secret inside information. Late Friday, developers reached out to me, and they gave me a few details about this game trial system. And the main detail that I think is relevant for Pegasus Nation is that Sony is doing these game trials of these 2 games. They are looking at the data and they are paying attention to how popular this is. And the reason why, just a little inside information for you, what Sony actually wants to do is add a feature to the PlayStation Store so that any game that is in the PlayStation Store, you automatically have access to that game in a limited capacity. So what that means is every PS5 game listed in the PlayStation Store, you have access to this game for some set hours that you don't even have to pay for. And you can access the game, try it out, see if you like it. And if you do like it, obviously you can go ahead and buy it. And if you don't like it, then you have saved yourself some money in this whole thing that they call buyer's remorse. Which, as many of you know, this is one of the reasons that a lot of the Xbox fans use to justify Game Pass. I understand that everybody have different budgets, but that whole line of thinking is like buying a game and trying to decide what game you want to buy is just so fraught with peril and danger that you just like on the edge of your seat, just shaking and trembling, scared to buy a game because you don't know if you're gonna like it. And and you just never know what you're gonna do, and you was just shaking with fear and didn't know how you was gonna end up buying the game, and you just sitting there looking and didn't know what to do, couldn't go left, couldn't go right, couldn't go up, couldn't go down, just sitting there just frozen, scared to buy a game. And then all of a sudden, oh, Game Pass to the rescue, and now I'm no longer afraid that I have to spend money on a game, and I can just play whatever I want. And now life is so much better now because buyer's remorse has been taken out of the equation. Man, stop it. Now, I do understand, like I said, that some people have budget concerns. I get that. I understand that. It makes perfect sense. This game trials that Sony is basically, this is just like a little prototype phase. So they're prototyping right now to see how gamers respond to this. And so what they are doing is they are prototyping with these two games, Death Stranding and Sackboy. They are prototyping a system where in its full glory, so say this prototype is successful, and I'm sure they'll roll out a couple of more, but if this whole thing is successful, what they want is to have just a feature of the PlayStation Store that if there's a game in the PS Store, anybody access the game digitally, download the game, play it without having to spend any money at all. So you don't need to subscribe to Game Pass or anything like that. It is just a feature of the PlayStation Store. Now, I can't be more clear than that. And this is an important detail. It is a feature, or it is an intended feature of the PlayStation Store. Once this thing gets going, if we give it positive feedback, that's where this thing is heading. It is a feature of the PlayStation Store. All right, so now there are a couple of questions out, and let me answer these questions. And I think that once I'm done answering these questions, then hopefully you'll have a clearer picture of what this whole thing is, what it is right now, and what it is intended to become. All right, so the first question that a lot of people asked was, is it like game demo? A lot of us remember back in the PS3, Xbox 360 days, you would get demos of games, and you could demo a game before you bought it. And that really was a great way to discover new games that you probably would have missed. So everyone is asking, hey, is this that same thing? Is this just going back to what we already had, where all the games will offer demos? The answer to that is no. No, absolutely not. This is nothing like game demos. Game demos, and the reason they went away, game demos present a really complicated problem for game developers. And I know it may not seem like it to you, but creating a demo of a game actually takes significant work, and that's the reason why they went away. Like, the gamers keep asking, like, they could have just been doing this and they should have never stopped it and all of this stuff. But you guys don't understand, this is actually much tougher than you think. That requires the developers to create another representation of their game, and the demo that they create, hopefully it is representative of the entire experience, and that gamers can get a good feel for what your game is playing the demo. Keep in mind, a demo is not the game itself. A demo is a separate piece from the game. It is a little area or level or whatever they decide to put in it, but it is a special piece that is specially crafted and created for the purposes of being a demo. And with games becoming more story-driven, narrative-driven, it is very difficult to carve out a piece of a demo, because you need like proper pacing, and you need to reveal things in a particular way at a particular time. And the whole notion of a demo is really difficult in that world, because the demo has to be enough to get you interested in the game, but then also not give away stuff that ruin the story arc if you're playing the actual game itself. And that's why this is not like game demos. This game trial is the actual game itself. The developer does not have to do anything for this game trials that Sony is creating. And it was a feature of the PlayStation Store. And that's why I keep saying this. This is not a demo. It doesn't require any work from any developer. This is just a feature of the store. PlayStation is going to do this automatically. The developer, the publishers don't have to do anything. Gamers will have access to the full game, and any progress that you make in the game during the trial, that progress stays with you. So in the case of Death Stranding, Director's Cut, you play Death Stranding during the trial, all the progress that you make, all wherever you are when you save, any items that you've unlocked, any special weapons and abilities that you've unlocked playing through the game trial, that's there. It stays with you. So that is the main reason why I keep trying to stress that this is a feature of the PlayStation Store. This is not a demo. Gamers get to access the full game. Developers and publishers don't have to do anything. So there's no extra work. So this is good news because, again, like I said, part of the reason that the demos went away is just it got to be too much work to figure out how to craft a demo that was representative of your game. And a lot of times it just was not worth the effort. So this is not like demos at all because, number one, it is not a demo. It is the actual game. Number two, it doesn't require any work from developers or publishers. Nothing new. It is a feature of the PlayStation Store. All right. So another question that popped up was, is this like EA Play? And again, no, absolutely not. It is not like EA Play. Why? Because EA Play is a paid service. You don't have to pay for anything. It's not a paid service. It is just part of the PlayStation Store. And again, like y'all gonna hear me say this at least 3-4 more times. It is not a benefit of a service. It is not a piece of work that has to be crafted by a publisher. It is a part of the PlayStation Store. It is intended to be a store feature once it rolls out. All right. And then the last thing was, is this like a free-to-play weekend? So no, also no, it's not like a free-to-play weekend either, because it's not limited to a specific weekend when you can try it out. So right now, the game trials is running now, and it's running to the end of October now, but this is just during this little prototype phase. But that's okay, again, because this is just a prototype. What they are really after is anytime the game is in the store, I'll say it again, it is a feature of the PlayStation Store. If the game is in the store, you have access to a trial for the entire time that the game is in the store. So as I'm sure y'all can see, this is a really good idea. And again, it's in the prototype phase though. And so that's why developers reached out to me. It's like, hey, Code, make sure that you are letting people know what this is. Make sure you are publicizing this so that the PlayStation Nation understands what the significance of this thing is. So what can we do? I'm sure you all agree, or most of you agree, that this is a really good idea for the PlayStation Nation. Pegasus Nation benefits from this feature, making it into the PlayStation Store. So what can we do to help? It's easy. Access these games, download the games, try them, use them, show PlayStation that this is something that we're interested in and we will take advantage of it. Let them know by our actions, right? Actions speak louder than words. Let them see with our actions that we are accessing this content and we are using what they are providing. That way they get the idea that, okay, this isn't a waste of time, that this is something that gamers actually want and they actually are taking advantage of. Okay, that's it for this one, y'all. I hope y'all learned something by watching this. I really do. I hope y'all have a better understanding of what this is with these game trials, all the ways that they are different from things that we've seen before, and how they can help with buyer's remorse if this is something that you suffer with. Hey, you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Your boy will appreciate it for sure if you go ahead and take the time to leave a like. Also, if you're enjoying the content at the channel, y'all know what it is. Go ahead, and subscribe. We got plenty more content coming for you. Okay, y'all, we'll see y'all the next time. Peace.